Hello!
I'm Matty J.
I'm Laura.
And welcome to Chante Mer.
We still don't know how to say that properly.
Chante Mer.
Chante Mer. Chante Mer. Renovating this house was a labour of love for about a year and a half because when we first got it, it was completely unlivable.
You were on the couch and you were having a wine and you were like, look at this. And I was like, what has she found? Oh, a house to renovate. Perfect.
And I said, it sounds like fun.
Let's
test our marriage.
And she suggested, why don't we just go for a drive and have a look at the house?
Just see it and see how we feel.
And I was like, I'll look at it.
And we felt a lot.
But we can't afford it.
So we sold a child and then we bought the house. Here we are. And we had in here so much black mold that everything had to be like ripped out. So all the walls had to be ripped out, all the flooring had to be ripped out, everything had to be like cleaned and then relaid. But we didn't want to change anything structurally about the house. We loved the split levels. We loved, obviously, all the windows. Every single room has this incredible view, but we wanted to bring it into this era.
There was a small brick wall that was about waist height.
For safety.
That ran across there, and we took it out.
A bold decision when you have 3 small children, but...
And a 73-year-old nana, who also lives here as well. No one has fallen and broken a hip yet. During the renovation, there were parts that I wasn't allowed to touch.
The fireplace was one of them. We wanted to do something that was like big and bold and colourful and really fitted in with the rest of the house. And these tiles are from a company called Smink Studio, and they hand paint and they hand create like the mosaic pattern. I loved this, and we brought the internet along for the journey of this, and people had very conflicting views as to whether this was going to work out. But I think the fireplace is one of the best parts of the whole house.
Before the reno, I had never heard of the word sconce.
Sconce.
It wasn't in my vocab.
Then for an entire year and a half, all I said was sconce. But these ones in particular, these are...
They're like a ham.
They do look like a Christmas ham, but they are vintage Murano glass sconces, which came from Italy, and they were found in a flea market, which I thought was really, really cool. But these are our 2-night entryway, and then we have another really beautiful one which came from Spain, and it's up in our hallway. It's also Murano glass.
And what would happen is Laura would buy these really intricate, detailed, very hard to install pieces, give them to me, and I'd have to speak to the tradesman to be like, yeah, you have to individually screw all of these bits of glass back into the framework.
Easy.
The Sparky loved me. Even the original colour palette of the house is something that we wanted to stay true to. So the benchtop here in the kitchen used to be a pink laminate.
And now it is a Brescia Peniche marble. We also went with a black butt veneer and all the cabinetry. So we wanted to keep it really in that mid-century feel.
There was once a wall here that we ripped out. The only problem was there was a structural beam that ran across here.
I was like, we need to open this so that you can see the dolphins when you're making breakfast. And Matt said, we can't afford it. And I said, it's all right, the debt will be worth it. And here we are.
It was worth it.
Yeah, it was worth it.
Welcome to the main bedroom.
Ah!
All right, take your clothes off. I'll take mine off.
Let's get this party started.
We didn't really have to change too much to this room other than...
Well, we got rid of the stinking, rotting mold and also the dead snake that was in the ceiling, so...
Do you know what?
That came out.
If you've never renovated a house before, a little tip, windows are so expensive.
Yeah. This room, even though it was covered in mold and all of the windows were leaking, we looked out to this incredible view. We stood here with Marley and Lola, our little girls, and we were just like, this is the most incredible home we have ever been in. Like, yeah, it's been so special to be able to bring it back to life.
Do you remember the arguments that we had about the tiles here?
Yes. The stripe was 100% Matt's idea. Matt desperately wanted the stripe. And for the peace of your marriage, sometimes you have to make compromises. Everyone was like, you need to have a bath because you have children, but there is just no space in this house to put a bath, and we would have sacrificed this whole area. So instead we went with the double shower, and we haven't regretted it. Everyone's still clean.
Welcome to the kids' bedroom.
Now, the previous owner used to have this as a library. She was a published author and she used to sit her desk right at the windows and look down and out at the sea as she wrote her books. But the thing that's particularly unusual about this room is that the window is very, very low. So if you're an adult, you're kind of staring into the ceiling. However, it works perfectly for the girls' bedroom because they're very small. They can look out to the ocean. And here's Matt's pride and joy, the lawn. This is where he spends all of his time. Mowing, fertilizing, mowing.
But just right now, imagine how many dads are watching this video going,
Oh, that's a nice lawn.
That's good lawn. Forget about the ocean, who cares? The buffalo. We didn't want to do too much out here. As simple as leveling it all out, low maintenance Australian natives in the garden.
A big old deck. Love a big old deck. Sorry.
Don't you? Just. More than most. One little splurge that we wanted to do was the outdoor shower, which has both hot and cold.
So now we don't have a bath inside, but we have so many showers, and the kids, this is where they shower. This is where Matt showers.
We are building no resilience in them at all when the outdoor shower has to be like 25 degrees for them. There's a little goat track that leads right down to Racecourse Beach. So you can be standing here in the backyard and within a couple of minutes, you can be swimming in the ocean.
And also the lawn.
Come have a closer look. Get a close up, come on.
Touch it. Lola recently had a school assignment and she's 5. She's in kindergarten and her assignment was, what is your favorite place in the whole world? And she chose this house and she drew the house and she drew the beach and she drew our family here with our dog and with Nana. And you know, that I think is a really special thing to think of all the places that she could choose in the world. She chose something that we got to create together, but we also got to create it while she was, you know, she was here and she was in the house whilst we, you know, did the build and the renovations and like made all those decisions.
Imagine if we didn't bring this house back to life. Imagine if we did just knock it down. The fact that we're creating these memories, not just for us, this is gonna sound really woo-woo, but for the house itself as well. We've given her a second chance. I absolutely love that. And even sometimes if you don't speak and you listen carefully, you can hear the old owner.
Stop.
Thank you for not knocking down the house.
Matthew.
That's where I used to ride. Kids are in there. I hate the brushy peniche.
Thanks for coming, guys.
Don't want to be rude, but
It's time to go.
see ya. Yeah, take care.
Thank you. Bye.